staying fit.
Which Barcelona player so far this season is top for goals and assists?
I think I am. Yeah, it's close though, and it's early on. I'm definitely not surprising myself. I'm playing well. I'm probably still not playing my best football, but I'm closer to it than what I have been. So it's like you said, it's better than before. So I have to use that as motivation, and you just continue to do the things that I'm doing, and yeah, that's what my aims are.
Are England getting a better player with you in Barcelona?
Yeah, for sure. And it's obviously still early days. But yeah, I think when I do reach, my maximum potential, it'll be the best version of me. That
a happier player?
Yeah, for sure. But I just think it will be the best version of myself that I've ever seen and I've ever felt. So, where I am now, and I know I'm nowhere near playing to my maximal potential. People forget as well. Before I went there this summer, I was injured for. It's difficult to finish the season injured, start pre-season not really knowing, what condition you injure your previous injuries in. So yeah, I feel like I've got momentum behind me right now, but definitely I'm not playing my best football. But I'm on my way.
We'll get back to Marcus in just a quick second, but remember, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button so that you know when the next Big D video hits. And as ever, if there's something on your mind, if something is bubbling up inside of you that you need to express, please express it in the comments. The Big D reads all of the comments, and he's always interested in what is on your mind. Anyway, in this little clip, Marcus Rashford talks about his time at Barcelona and why he feels as though he's thriving out there in the sunny Catalan capital. And yeah, the Big D has his thoughts on this. He also talks about, Marcus that is, not the Big D, about his time at England and what he wants to achieve while he's at Barcelona and while he's at England. But stick around for after the clip, because the Big D is going to be talking precisely what he thinks about this Marcus Rashford situation. Anyway, here's Marcus.
What was it like to get the call after a year out from Thomas?
No, massively important for me. And yeah, it's just, when you're out of it, it's just something that you miss very much. So yeah, to be back involved with everything, it's a huge honour. And like I said, the aim and the objectives still remain the same though. So yeah, whether or not I'm with the lads or not, it doesn't change me wanting the team to win or not.
Did you wonder, will I get back?
No, not necessarily. I think it was down to me. So yeah, just have to work hard and try to show my best football, because when I do, I feel like I deserve to be here. So it's I have to keep pushing myself, keep trying to be the best version of myself.
Thomas said to us, Marcus, there's so much talent. He said there's one thing you need to go right to that world-class level. Any idea what? Consistency.
Yeah, for sure. Consistency is a massive part of it. I feel like I've been in an inconsistent environment for a very, very long time, so it's even more difficult to be consistent then. But yeah, I completely agree. I think consistency is what I need to bring into my game. And yeah, I'm looking to do that. Obviously, I want to be at my best, not sometimes, but as often as possible.
That's really interesting, because yeah, people have to take that into consideration about what you're asked to do week in, week out at club level. What your stage is.
Yeah, I think it's, when people talk about consistency, in order to be consistent in anything, not just sports, you need consistent variables like in your life and in the way you train. And we've just had so many changes, so far in my career. But like I said, I have to look forward, and that's definitely one of the things that I'd want to put right and improve on, to be at my best more often, because when I'm at my best, I really enjoy everything about the sport. So yeah, being there is a special thing for me.
What's been the best thing about the move to Barcelona? A new club, a new way of playing, a new country?
I just think a new club. I think there's bits of each one. The environment's definitely a huge part of it. Playing style, like you mentioned, it's all new to me, but I'm enjoying learning this in this process. And yeah, I feel it's a team that's really good for me, and I think I can help them a lot. So I think it's a really good move, and I'm just really positive about the future. Yeah, so my sights are just set on playing the best football I can and staying fit.
Which Barcelona player so far this season is top for goals and assists?
I think I am. Yeah, it's close though, and it's early on. I'm definitely not surprising myself. I'm playing well. I'm probably still not playing my best football, but I'm closer to it than what I have been. So it's like you said, it's better than before. So I have to use that as motivation, and you just continue to do the things that I'm doing, and yeah, that's what my aims are.
Are England getting a better player with you in Barcelona?
Yeah, for sure. And it's obviously still early days. But yeah, I think when I do reach, my maximum potential, it'll be the best version of me. That
A happier player?
Yeah, for sure. But I just think it will be the best version of myself that I've ever seen and I've ever felt. So, where I am now, and I know I'm nowhere near playing to my maximal potential. People forget as well. Before I went there this summer, I was injured for, it's difficult to finish the season injured, start pre-season not really knowing, what condition you injure your previous injuries in. So yeah, I feel like I've got momentum behind me right now, but definitely I'm not playing my best football, but I'm on my way there.
After 10 years with England, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time?
Hopefully we win World Cups, we win European Championships. That's been my aim since I came into this national team, and we're not there yet. We've definitely made steps forward, but them steps will really mean something to all of us if we manage to get our hands on a trophy.
Who's the most capped player in international football in the world?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. Cristiano said, "Resilience and the work ethic ensured I made the most of the talent."
No, for sure. And listen, he's one of the players that I've been, grateful to play with. Obviously watched him a lot when I was younger, but I think I'm not sure his longevity can even be matched. But I think it's a real lesson to all of us that it's possible to play in the top level for so many years. It's unbelievable. So big credit to him. But it shows us that we can all do that little something more to try and stay in the game for as long as possible.
Do you know how many strikers have reached 100 caps for England?
No, I wouldn't say that many. 2, Harry Kane and Wazza.
You're the closest striker to being the next.
No, it's a difficult thing to do, especially being as a forward, because there's just so many talented English forwards. So to get 100 caps is a huge achievement. So yeah, well, listen, we'll see if I can manage to add to the list. But I'm just enjoying the time in the present moment, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So yeah, I have to think about the now, and we'll see where we are.
Well, the Big D said it months ago, to be honest, and I think he's kind of highlighted that there in that clip, and that is, to give the devil his due, he's just probably sick to death. When he was at United, he was sick to death of rebuild after rebuild after rebuild after rebuild. I mean, he was given his debut by Louis van Gaal. Then he was replaced by Jose Mourinho. Then he was replaced by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Then he was replaced with Ralf Rangnick. Then he was replaced with, was it Erik ten Hag? No, it was Carrick. No, it was Carrick, then Rangnick. Then he was replaced by Erik ten Hag. Then he was replaced by Ruud van Nistelrooy. And then he was replaced by Ruben Amorim. So he's had 8 separate managers at Manchester United, and at least 6 of them have been there as part of a rebuild, and they all play a different style of football as well. So Van Gaal was very much a possession-based Dutch style. Mourinho was very much low block counter-attack. Then you had Ollie, which was more free-flowing kind of counter-attack, and I would say he played his best football under Ollie, maybe most consistent. Then it was, after Ollie, it was Carrick, again, carried on what Ollie was doing, really. Then it was Ralph Rangnick, which was a weird 4-2-2-2 style system. Just didn't even work. He got rid of that and went 4-2-3-1 eventually. Then he was... Who else was it after him? It was Eric Ten Hag. Well, he played counter-attack style for a little bit, and he did really well. And then he did the sort of high-press Dutch style after that. So there was another Dutch style. And then this 3-4-3 with Ruben Amorim. Just a very straightforward play to your strengths, 4 games with Ruud van Nistelrooy. So, I do kind of feel for him in that sense. And I'm sure he does kind of feel weird, chopping and changing, all of that. But here's the thing. He's a professional footballer. He's professional. He's tasked to do something for the team. It's not the Marcus Rashford show. It's not about everything being in the perfect place just for Marcus. And to be fair, there was a couple of those systems that were tailored to Marcus Rashford, and he didn't exactly set the world on fire. I mean, fair enough, he did well in Ten Hag's first season, scored 30 goals or whatever it was, and he got his big contract. But then he got his big contract, and even when things were still quite stable under Ten Hag, things started to nosedive. So for him to say or to suggest that it's an environment thing that's bang out of order. It's an attitude thing from him. And you just have to look at all the other players that were there while Marcus was there, Licha Martinez still played well when he was fit. Bruno Fernandes always put the effort in as well. Casemiro, his body gave in a little bit, but he still put the effort in when he played. So I don't like that. And I don't like seeing people in situations, in positions like Marcus Rashford, not having the humility and making the most of the opportunity that they have got, particularly in today's day and age with digital IDs and the cost of living going through the roof and the cost of wages stagnating, where people can barely afford to pay their electric bills or their water bills or their council tax and all of this. And their one respite at the weekend is watching a bunch of players kick a ball around on a field who are getting paid £300,000 per week. Just kind of mosey on and then moan about, the environment's not good for me, so I'm not going to give maximum effort because it's just about me. It's not about the fans, it's about me and my environment and my legacy of playing for England and playing for Barcelona with top players. Blah, 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 blah. I am sick to death of that. And let's be honest, if Marcus Rashford wasn't a footballer, he'd be working in Tesco's. And nothing against Tesco's at all. He'd be delivering parcels for Amazon. And the Big D can say that because the Big D's delivered parcels for Amazon too. But the point is, he's in a privileged position when he's a multi-millionaire, still a young man, and he's not taking responsibility for himself. Bang out of order. Now, it would have been a different kettle of fish if he put maximum effort in, did really well during those lean times, chopping and changing from Ten Hag to Ruben Amorim, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the season, then he said, do you know what? I want a new challenge. I'm going to put a transfer request in. Please sell me. I've played well this season, so you'll maximise the transfer fee. United, you'll get 100 million for me instead of the poxy 23 million that they're going to get for him when he goes to Barcelona. See, that's shocking, that. At least Bruno Fernandes would have got Man United 100 million, but Marcus didn't do that. He didn't do the right thing. He could have played and had the integrity and played well for United and maybe got us the Europa League. He might have made the difference. He might have got us a goal. in that final against Spurs. Him playing well might have got us in the Champions League via the league. Because the one thing that we missed last season was scoring goals. That was it. So if he'd played and he played well, he might have just lifted the team and he would have raised, and also as well, he'd have raised his transfer fee, right? United would have got a big transfer fee, and he would have probably got £300,000 a week at Barcelona as well, or wherever he went. But he didn't do that. That didn't happen. And what happened instead was he lowered his value on the transfer market to make it easier for him to be transferred. That's what happened. And that really irks the big D. But hey ho, what do you guys think? Is the big D right? Is Marcus right? Do you think he should have played better for Man United, or at least put the effort in and raised his value so United could have got a little bit more money, particularly seeing as Man United apparently were a little bit strapped for cash? Thoughts in the comments, and the big D will see you in the next one.